Hello guys, I'm Shaima. In this tutorial video, we are going to do car porch in our outdoor area using free modeling function. Okay, so before we go to free modeling, you can see this gray color layer. This is actually our ceiling. We need to hide the ceiling first. Okay, you can go to display, custom finishing, and you can untick ceiling layer. Then you can see the furniture inside. Okay, we need to select this room and delete. Select this room, delete. Select this room and delete as well. Okay, then you can select any empty room. Add a new name for car porch. This one you can rename as car porch. Okay, then you can go to free modeling. Tick full space and then click OK. So this is a free modeling surface. Okay, you can see on top here we have two views only, which is 3D view and walkthrough. Okay, in this mode you can also press the QEEASD button to move. You can go to any empty room. I will explain the basics button first on top. Okay, so the first button we have here is draw. Okay, you can draw a line segment, which is a straight line. You can right click to exit. Then we can draw rectangle. Okay, once you draw rectangle, you can see your length and width at the bottom here. Okay, if you want to set your length and width, you can click on the wall first and you can type any number. Just directly type 600. You can see down here, okay, it will change to 600. But if you move your mouse, the number also will change. Okay, you can see the number down here. So you click on the wall, do not move your mouse, just directly type the number. Let's say 600. To go to the width, you need to press key tab to switch. As you can see down here, press key tab to switch. So 600 for the length, press tab button, it will switch, go to the width. This one, let's say I'll make it 400, enter. So that's how you set the length and width. You can go measure, click this button, okay, measure the side 400, here is 600, so the sizing is correct. Then you can also draw polygon. For polygon, you can click on the wall and you can type any number for the radius, enter. Okay, so here we have 6 edges. You can see down here 6 edges. Let's say you want to draw triangle shape, you can decrease the edges. Decrease it to number 3. Then you can click on the wall, type any radius, let's say 400, enter. Okay, so you can always increase or decrease the edges before you draw. Okay, so let's say I increase it to 9 edges. Click on the wall, type any number for the radius, then click enter. So this is polygon. Next, we have circle. For circle, you don't have to set any buttons down here. You just click on the wall and type any radius, enter. This is circle. Lastly, we have arc. You can draw arc on any straight line from endpoint to endpoint. Then you can set the radius. Let's say 400, enter. So this is arc. But if you draw arc like this, you cannot select the surface because this is an arc. Okay, there's no line to connect the arc. So you need to draw a line segment here to here. Then it will be a surface where you can select it. Okay. Next, we have stretch button. From 2D surface, you can stretch the shape. Okay, stretch the shape and it will become 3D shape like this. Okay, and you can see the message down here. Press shift key to switch to create new, meaning if you press shift button, it will stretch out a new shape. Press shift, stretch out a new shape. If you didn't press shift, it will stretch out like this. But if you press shift, it will stretch a new shape. Okay, then we have move. To move the object, okay, Select the surface and move it. But this one, it will move the front surface only. If you want to move the whole object, you can double click it first and group it. Double click the object and group it. Group. Or you can press Ctrl G. Then you can go to move, select any endpoint and move the object. Select any endpoint, move the object. Okay. Then move also can act as a copy button. Okay, in free modeling you cannot press Ctrl C, Ctrl V to copy. You can see the message down here. Press Shift to switch to copy. Okay, so if I press Shift button, select any endpoint and move it, it will switch to copy, meaning it will copy the shape. Okay, so use move to copy items in 3D modeling. Then we have offset. Offset means copy. You can copy the shape inside like this, and you can set the distance, let's say 200, enter. Okay, and you can copy it outward as well, let's say 100, enter. Okay, so this is offset. Offset means copy. Then we have zoom. Zoom means rescale. You can rescale the object to smaller size or to bigger size. Okay, but usually I will use this button, zoom, on a 3D shape. Let's say I draw a rectangle on the floor, and then I stretch it up. Then you can try zoom the top surface. Okay, let's say I zoom it inward, then the shape will follow. So if you want to do like a pyramid shape, you can use zoom function. Okay, you can also do on other shape like hexagon here. Okay, so let's say I stretch the shape out, and then I zoom inward, so the shape will follow like this. If I zoom outward, the shape also will follow. Okay, so this is zoom. Next, you can try array. Array means copy, so we can copy in a straight line and a circle array. Okay, so let's say I go outside, I draw a rectangle on the floor. Let's say I want to copy this rectangle. You can go to array, line array. Select the surface and then select anywhere around the rectangle. Then you will see the copy will come out. Okay, you can adjust whether you want to copy it up and down, left or right. Adjust the position, click. Then you can go down here. You can go to number of array. Okay, so you can set how many copies you want. Let's say I want 5 copies. Then you can click enter. So you have 5 copies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so once you copy it, everything will be in a group. Okay, to select one by one, you need to ungroup, or you can press Ctrl B. Okay, once you ungroup, you can select one by one. Okay, you can select the surface one by one. Okay, so this is line array. Next, we have circle array. So let's say I want to copy a 3D shape. So you can draw circle and then stretch it up. You can double click and group it first. Okay, remember every time you want to move or you want to copy, you must group the object first. Then go to array, circle array. Select the object. Select anywhere around the object to place the ruler. Okay, then you can adjust the position, horizontal or vertical. Click, and then the copy will come out. Okay, so you can adjust the angle. Adjust, let's say, like this. Then click. Down here, you can adjust number of array, how many copies you want. Let's say I want 7 copies. Then click enter. Okay, so we'll copy in a circle shape like this. Okay, and everything will be in a group. To select one by one, you need to ungroup first. Okay, ungroup. Okay, so let's say I draw a rectangle here. Then I stretch it up 200, enter. Then double click to group the stair first. You can go to array, circle array, select the stair, and then select anywhere around the stair to place the ruler. Then You can adjust the angle, let's say like this, okay, or maybe set it like this. Click, and down here you can adjust how many copies you want. Let's say I want 20 copies, and you can adjust high increment. Okay, to copy it upward, adjust high increment. Just now I stretch it up 200, so high increment also I will put 200, enter. Then it will copy upward like this in a circular shape. Okay, so you can do something like this. Alright, so everything will be in a group. To select one by one, you need to ungroup first. Okay, so this is line array and circle array. Next, we have loft. Okay, so let's say I go to this room. Loft is quite universal. You can do wainscoting, or you can do frame, and you can place it on the wall. Okay, so loft, we have select loft and draw loft. Okay, actually both is the same, but for the first one, you need to draw the shape first. Let's say I draw rectangle here. Okay, then let's say this is my wainscoting. Okay, you can go to loft, select the surface and right click. Okay, right click your mouse. You will see this material library. Then you can go to corner line and decorative line. Okay, or you can also go to wall molding. Find any loft profile, just double click. Then the loft will follow the shape. Alright, if you cannot see the loft profile, you can select the loft and you can play with this button down here. So this one is flip. Okay, this one is horizontal flip. Okay, and this one is rotate, 90-degree rotate. Okay, so once you play around with this button, you can see the loft profile. You can also adjust the sizing, let's say 50. And one more thing, you cannot press delete button when you type the number. Okay, you need to highlight and then change your number. Let's say here I change to 40, and then this one change to 60. Enter. Okay, you can untick here, untick, so you can adjust one by one. 40, and this one is 60. Okay, so this is loft. And then draw loft. Okay, for draw loft is the same thing, but this one you can draw shape freely. You can draw any shape freely. Click, and then you can select any loft profile. The shape will follow. Okay, if you cannot see the loft profile, select the loft first and then play with this buttons down here. Okay, once you flip, then you will see the loft profile. Okay, you can also adjust the sizing. Enter. Okay, so this is loft. Then we have text. Okay, you can put text on the wall. Okay, so you can choose a text type. Okay, you can choose a height. Let's say I make it 200. Height 200. Okay, so direction we have level. Level means horizontal, and we have vertical. Then font, you can choose, let's say I choose medium. Depth is actually the thickness. Okay, so let's say I change it to 50 mm. Then click place. Okay, you can place it on the wall like this. You can also move the text. Go to move, select any point, and then move the text. Okay, to edit the text, you can select, and then this setting will pop up again. Then you can edit the text. Okay, or you can change direction, go to vertical. Then you can click OK. Okay, so this is text. Alright. So basically we have done all the buttons. Okay, then you can try delete all the object that we have drawn. For loft, this one you cannot highlight and delete. Okay, if you highlight, it will only delete the shape. Okay, so for loft, you need to select it and press delete button. Okay, then for this shape, you can just highlight, hold control button and highlight everything. hold Control, highlight everything, and then delete. Okay, delete everything. Then you can go to the front side. Go to the front side. So this is the first floor, this is the second floor. Okay, at the back is the kitchen. We're going to start building our car porch. Alright, since in 3D modeling you cannot see the exterior wall, you can only see the interior wall. Okay, we need to add auxiliary line. So what is auxiliary? This one is actually a guideline for you to draw a precise shape on any spot or any area that you wanted. Let's say I want to draw a 3000 mm rectangle on this wall. Okay, so you can add auxiliary from endpoint to endpoint. Then you have a straight line here. Then the front side, endpoint to endpoint. Okay, to copy the line out, you can select the side line and drag out 3000. Enter. Okay, you can draw rectangle on this corner to this corner. So you know the side is 3000 mm. Okay, so this auxiliary line is a guideline for you to draw a precise shape. Okay, to clear out, you can go here, clear auxiliary. Alright, we need to add auxiliary line on this kitchen wall. Okay, you can add auxiliary from this endpoint to this endpoint. Okay, so you have a straight line. Then select the side line and drag it out 240. Follow your wall thickness. If your wall thickness is 150, then you type 150. Then click enter. So this auxiliary line will help you to indicate actually there's a wall over here. Okay, you can add the same auxiliary line to the left wall. Okay, to the left side, auxiliary, add auxiliary from endpoint to this endpoint. Then select the side line and drag to the left, 240, same as our wall thickness. Okay, then at the front side, from endpoint to this endpoint, okay, this one for the horizontal line. Then select the side line, drag out 3000. Then click enter. Okay, and last one, you can see in the middle here there's a gap. Actually, there's a wall. Okay, this is a wall. You can add one auxiliary line at the middle from this endpoint to this endpoint. Just add one line only. Okay, so this is the final look. Next, we will draw the floor. Okay, you can either use line segment or rectangle. If you use line segment, you need to trace back the floor shape. Okay, but if you use rectangle, you can draw one rectangle at this corner, another one at this corner. Okay, and then at the front door, this is the main entrance. From this endpoint to this endpoint. Okay, so I will have 3 rectangles inside. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then you can select the line in the middle. Okay, select this line, then delete it. Okay, so this floor will combine. Same thing with this side. Okay, select this line and delete. Select line and delete. Okay, then the whole floor will combine. Then you can stretch the floor downward. Stretch it down 300. Click enter. Okay, then right click to exit. We need to group this floor. Double click the floor and group it. Okay, group the floor. Then we need to draw a column on the left and the right side. So first things first, you need to draw a rectangle. You can draw on any side line. Draw on any side line. Let's say here. And then you can type 240 for the length. And then press tab button. It will switch, go to the width. This one you can type 600. Then click enter. Okay, so this is our column. Then you can stretch the surface up. Okay, stretch the surface up 3000. Click enter. Right? Double click the column and group it. Then you can go to move. Press shift button to switch to copy. Okay, so you can see my cursor. When I press shift button, just click one time only, you will see got plus sign. Once you see the plus sign, meaning it's already switched to copy. You can select this endpoint, okay, this front endpoint, then move it to this corner. Okay, so it will copy and move at the same time. Then select this back endpoint, select, and then move it to the front endpoint. Okay, do the same thing to the right side. Select the left side endpoint, the left side, move to this front endpoint. Okay, then you can select this endpoint, move it to the midpoint. Here you can see got midpoint, this one. And then another one, drag it to the corner, copy to this corner. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so the original column you can select and delete it. Then you can copy the floor, go to move, and then press shift, select this endpoint down here, move it to this column endpoint. Okay, move it to the top. So this will be your roof. Alright, then right click to cancel. Okay, so if you go up, you will notice the side surface, it doesn't align with the column. To edit the roof, you need to ungroup first, select and ungroup. Then you can select the side surface and stretch out. Go to stretch, select the side surface and stretch out. Follow the column thickness 240 and do the same thing to the left side. Select the side surface, stretch out 240, enter. Then right click to cancel. Once you have done, you can double click and regroup it again. Okay, group it again. Then if you go inside, the only thing left is this surface between this column. You can see got empty surface. Okay, so this is actually for our half wall. You can draw rectangle from this endpoint to this endpoint. Okay, then you can stretch the surface up 1004 to 1006, up to you. So I will stretch it up to 1600, then click enter. Okay, then you can double click this half wall and group it. Do the same thing to the front side. Draw rectangle from this endpoint to this endpoint, stretch it up 1006, enter. Then double click to group it. Okay, do the same thing here on the left side. Draw rectangle, stretch up 1006, enter. Double click and group. Okay, so this is how it looks like. The final step is to group the half wall and the column together. Okay, just now we group it one by one. Now you can group it together. Hold Control button and highlight column and half wall only. Okay, make sure you highlight this side only. Do not highlight it together with the floor and the roof. Okay, then you can click group. Okay, group it. Same thing with the right side. Hold Control and highlight. Then you can go to group. Group it. This is the final look. Okay. Before we drag materials to the car porch, you can see on the left side, this is the free modeling library. Okay, you can see there's a few buildings inside. Let's say I drag one building up. Okay, so all the building in this library is actually was made using free modeling function. You can see same thing with the roof. All the roofing also was made in free modeling. But you can see the inside is empty lah. Inside is empty, no furniture, because free modeling only focusing for exterior space, okay, for outdoor space only. So if you are designing buildings, maybe focusing for outdoor space, you can use free modeling. Okay, if you want to do car porch, if you want to do swimming pool or any landscape, okay, we recommend you to use free modeling lah. Alright, you can also drag out any buildings from this library and utilize it. You can ungroup. Some part you need to ungroup a few times. Okay, ungroup again, then you can edit it. Maybe delete the windows, okay, extend the roof. Alright, so this is example. There's a few other model here, landscape. Okay, you can also go to member. There's a few staircase as well. You can drag out and use it. So if you have done, you can click return, exit free modeling function. Next, to decorate the car porch, you can drag a few finishing and some items from library. You can go to cloud material. Okay, you can go to material plaza. You can go to texture. You can go to material, texture. Then you can go to culture stone. It's under tiling. Okay, culture stone. Okay, there's a few materials for outdoor wall. When you drag the materials, you will see this message. Press Ctrl can apply to minimum group. Press Shift can apply to the whole group. Meaning, if you press Ctrl button, okay, it will apply one by one to single group. But if you press Shift, it will apply to the whole group. Okay, so it is very important to group your model in free modeling first before you drag color. Otherwise, you need to drag one by one to each surface like this. So it will take time. Next, you can try drag out fence or gate. Okay, you can try type in here villa gate. Okay, you can type in the search box here villa gate. There's a few gate model you can use, like this one. And you can also copy it out. You can adjust the length in this information box. And you can try copy out. Okay, copy to the right like this. And maybe you can adjust the position. Then for vehicle, you can go to decoration. Decoration. You can go to equipment, vehicle. Equipment, vehicle. Okay, maybe you can drag car or motorcycles inside. Alright, so this is how it looks like once I put some vehicles inside. Okay, got motorcycle, got car inside. Maybe you can add more items such as carpet, shoes, or maybe shoe cabinet here. Okay, up to your own creativity. Alright, so this is the final step in car porch design. I hope you guys can continue decorate the car porch area. So see you guys in the next tutorial video. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe our channel. Bye bye.